Shanghai City, a beautiful mother is feeding her child the elixir of life. She is beautiful and is looking forward for the healthy growth of her child. Her child who is drinking that elixir of life, his energy is increasing by +1 in every sip. Turns out the boy has been reincarnated. His name is Lin Zichin, our MC. His age is 33 days, biological level, ordinary tier 1. Biological attribute, none. Yeah, he has a cheat ability. Now Lin Zichin is 3 months. Mother, Yang Wanxin is surprised to see that her baby doesn't cry that much or make fuss, making things so easy for her. Father, Lin Yansheng is sure that their child is gifted, and he is sure that in future their child will definitely become a high and mighty gene fuser. At worst, he'll still become a cyborg. However, their child is something else. He has achieved something incredible. For kicking 10,000 times, he has been granted or acquired biological attribute use and advance. Use and advance is a kind of skill that as long as he continuously train the same body part, the part will grow infinitely stronger, but it cannot break the limits of a carbon-based life form. He's only 3 months old and he has completed his first system task. He can feel his strength increasing bit by bit thanks to the use and advance skill. However, he is confused about one thing. No, wait, 2 things. The gene fuser and cyborg, his father mentioned. He wonders if they are like Spider-Man or Iron Man. Lin Zichin is now 4 months old and he can sit and crawl already. However, to avoid scaring his parents with his heaven-defying abilities, he only trains at night. Now, he's already 5 months old and can walk. At 6 months old, he is watching television with his parents and can sit and crawl in front of them. And right now, he is watching the news about the gene fuser and cyborgs. For the first time, he realizes that he is not on the Earth that he knew before his reincarnation. This Earth has mutated, and many terrifying, unknown creatures that he never seen before. These creatures are called aberrant beasts. To fight them, humanity forged 2 paths over the past few decades. One is mechanical ascension, modifying their bodies using technology to defeat these beasts. They are called cyborgs. And there are others, the gene fusers, more advanced form of gene modification, fusing with the aberrant beast gene to obtain some of their abilities, using magic to defeat magic. However, Zichin is different. He has a system. He gets ready to lay low and evolve, and survive in this dangerous world. One day, a beautiful thing happened. A beautiful lady named Xu Ming came to live next door, and she is married. Her husband is Shen Jianye, and a daughter, Shen Qingjian. And it looks like these two, fate has something reserved for them. Zichin is 7 months old, and he is now sprinting. He can also jump. Looks like his leg muscles are getting stronger. When he plays and talks to himself, he is also receiving this thing called Spirit +1, expression, and language. Thanks to his system, he has mastered basic skills like running, jumping, and language at only 7 months old. Now he is 8 months old. He can now do sit-ups and push-ups, and that night his mother caught him doing sit-ups. He thought he was cooked. How is he going to explain this to his mother? Mother is also surprised to see her child doing sit-ups, but she thought that she must be having stress-induced hallucinations because she's been wrapped up in the novel she is writing lately. Mother's profession is a male-oriented web novel author. Thanks to that, Zichin has managed to fool his mother. A few days later, mother is shocked, calls her hubby to quickly come and help her. Father comes to help. Mother is shocked to see 6-pack abs on her 8-month-old child. Father notices that his son eats a lot, and he means a lot, but getting abs by eating that much. He is confused. Then he gets something, tells his wife that their son must be a 1 in a million prodigy. Now he is even happier after knowing that their son's future will definitely be brighter than they thought. And father is also a male-oriented web novel author. Thanks to both of his parents being web novel authors, Zichin's secret is saved. And speaking of genius, he is not the only one on that mutated Earth. One day, he was watching the news with his mother, and the news was talking about a prodigy who is able to lift a 20 kilograms dumbbell with one hand at the age of 2. Mother is sure that her son won't lose to those so-called prodigies from elite families in the future. Now he will have to live up to that expectation of his mother, but wonders, will he be able to lift 20 kilograms when he reaches the age of 2? And after 2 years old, he is also able to lift 20 kilograms with one hand, but it looks like a troublemaker has also been added to his life now. A cute troublemaker, Shen Qinghan. She is also 2 years old now, and she talks like an actual baby. Her speech isn't very clear like Zichin. He uses her as a body weight to train. She is the perfect size to be his weight vest for training. However, there is a problem with his cute weight vest, and that the cute weight vest often leaks water. She is cute. Now Zichin is 3 years old and he can lift 40 kilograms with one hand, surpassing that 3-year-old prodigy who was only able to lift 30 kilograms when he was 3 years old. However, something is bugging Zichin, that his level is still at ordinary tier 1. With so many questions in his mind about how to level up and all, he stepped out of his house for the first time. He saw many different species that day, and dang, mommies are looking gorgeous. And Chinghan, Hanan, she is just too cute with cookies in her hands. Zichen is going to the library today because his parents don't allow him to use electronic devices. So to find out about this world, he is going to the library. Mother is surprised to see him reading difficult books. Xu Ming is sure that her friend's son is a genius. After reading some books, he found out that the world is divided into the following 6 biological levels: ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary, and mythical. Each level is further subdivided into 9 tiers. He gets ready to train even harder to survive in this dangerous world. And by reading those books, he has triggered a new task, to read 100 million characters. He has already read 10,086 characters. He gets ready to become strong, not only physically, but also mentally. He started to read and exercise, and now he is 4 years old. He has already read 43,960,000 characters. And at the age of 4, he began his life in kindergarten. He also got a beautiful homeroom teacher named Miss Zhang Mei. Smash! He also advanced to ordinary tier 2 and can lift 80 kilograms with one hand. His vertical jump is now 1.2 meters, and he can sprint 100 meters under 11 seconds. As they say, with great powers comes great responsibility. One day, Hanan wet herself, and everyone in the class made fun of her, which made Zichen mad. He uses his great power to scare the shit out of those kids, order them not to bully Hanan, or he will pee on their bed every day. He made everyone cry in the class but win the heart of cute Hanan. To her, he was definitely like a hero in silver armor. By doing that, Zichen achieved something amazing. The system notifies, your domineering presence has made all the children in your class fear you. You have successfully unlocked the title Kindergarten Kid King. Achievement: dominate the 9 years of compulsory education. Titles: Kindergarten Kid King unlocked, Elementary School Top Dog locked, Middle School Overlord locked. With this, he came to understand that he can work on multiple tasks. His previous task was not complete, but there was a new task already. After some time, he completed this reading task, got his reward, the Celestial Root of Wisdom, possesses an eidetic memory, and his learning ability has reached the peak for humans. Time flew by. They are now already 7 years old, and graduated from kindergarten. During the vacation before elementary school, he continued to train and improve himself. He can now lift 200 kilograms with one hand, broke 2 meters this time in jumping, also broke the record of 8 seconds in the 100-meter dash, and thanks to his Celestial Root of Wisdom, he completed the elementary school curriculum in his spare time, hoping that he would unlock the elementary school Top Dogs title. Finally, he began his elementary school life. He already studied the middle and high school curriculum. Elementary school competition was a piece of cake for him, and his main goal is to unlock the elementary school Top Dog title. He also gives private lessons to Chinghan. She is not exceptionally talented, but she works hard. After 1 semester, her grades were already second in the class. Number 1 was obviously him. He broke record after record in his school. Just when he thought that he would repeat this routine and live out a peaceful elementary school life, a special transfer student appeared in their class. Her name is Bei Shui, and Zichen is able to sense a faint aura about her that didn't belong to a human. This Bei Shui girl, she is cute, everyone's eyes are on her. Even Chinghan thinks that her hair is so pretty, just like snowflakes in winter. However, Zichen is more concerned about why Bei Shui has an aura that doesn't feel human. He wonders if she is a gene fuser or a descendant of a gene fuser. Anyway, Bei Shui hasn't spoken to anyone, and everyone is trying to get her attention. The moment class ends, she just lays her head on her desk, motionless. She barely even went to the restroom. As the time went on, people stopped approaching her, and the classroom returned to its usual quiet. Until, over a month later, Bei Shui began to secrete some kind of white liquid. What's more, it has a foul odor. So one guy thought to make fun of her by pouring a bottle of water on her head, trying to clean her of that foul odor. She started to cry, and everyone in the classroom started to make fun of her. Chinghan gets ready to help her. She comes to Zichen and asks him to help Bei Shui. Zichen is also surprised to see Bei Shui crying like that. He always thought that she was dangerous because of that strange aura of hers. But now she is just looking like any other girl who is being bullied. He gets ready to go and help her. He grabs that guy who poured water on Bei Shui, and orders him to clean her desk right away. The guy gets ready to clean Bei Shui's desk right away. He is scared of Zichen because he is not only good at studies, but he is also a very dangerous guy. He heard that even 6th graders don't dare to mess with Zichen, so he gets ready to do what Zichen says. He orders everyone who bullied Bei Shui to apologize to her right now. Everyone apologizes to her. She thanks Chinghan and Zichen for helping her. From that moment, Chinghan and Bei Shui became friends. Whenever Qinghan has tasty snacks, she shares them with Bei Shui, and she also drags Zichen everywhere they go. One day, Bei Shui opened up to them, informed them about her sad backstory, how she was always ostracized and despised by everyone around her because of that smell of hers. So, having someone by her side for the first time, this happiness, it feels too unreal to her. She wonders if she is in a dream. Qinghan tells her that she would never be disgusted by Bei Shui, and that as long as Bei Shui is willing, she is ready to be her friend forever. Bei Shui hugs and cries on her shoulder. Bei Shui then takes out a gift that her mother gave her on her birthday. A pair of beast fangs. She gives this gift to her friends forever. Qinghan also accepts it as a symbol of them becoming friends forever and ever. But the friendship didn't last long. Bei Shui transferred to another school. Qinghan is devastated. Zichen saw her sign the paper and all with a man who looked like her father. From that day on, they never saw Bei Shui again. She was like someone passing through their childhood. After that, another event occurred that captured Zichen's attention. He is massaging his beautiful mother. He learned professional massage techniques thanks to his celestial root wisdom. And there is news going on about the Kyoto prodigy, who is now able to lift a 1000 jin boulder with one hand after he successfully fused with aberrant beast genes. Zichen remembers the guy, who was able to lift 20 kilograms when he was just 2 years old. Father is not happy about how they are using that kid, and turning him into some product peddling influencer. Father and mother discuss about this situation, about how they are using their kid like he is some guinea pig. And Kyoto prodigy kid is from some big martial art family. Mother and father started to get into serious heated conversation. While Zichen is thinking that he is now able to lift 300 kilograms with one hand and he is only 8, the other prodigy guy is 10 years old and even has fused a monster gene but is only able to lift 1000 kilograms weight. With this he understood something, that his potential is even greater than that prodigy guy. After that he was pretty confident about the future. That is, until he saw another news report and learned what it truly meant to be ruled by fear. The news is about a serious aberrant beast attack that has occurred in a neighboring country, and the beasts that attack that country are giant aberrant rats. The rats are rampaging the city. One has captured a beautiful lady. Oh no, she is so beautiful. I don't want her to die, but the son of a rat eats her alive. The prime minister of the neighboring country announces that the heretics were behind the recent aberrant rat attack, fanning the flame from the shadow. The minister call upon other countries to aid their country in exterminating these heretics together. Zichen has also heard about these heretics. They work together with the aberrant beast, and he is relieved to be born in a powerful country, where he can keep laying low and get stronger. Mother and father are still fighting over the matter of don't know what, but it looks like mother is winning. Suddenly, Zichen notices a shockwave outside their house. He comes to check, and there are cyborgs flying outside at that hour. He hopes nothing bad is happening. Next morning, he is waiting for Qinghan to go to school together. He notices Qinghan's beast fang is glowing. She is also surprised to see that. Zichen has been noticing a faint non-human aura from Qinghan. He didn't expect it to be coming from the fang. The glow only lasted for a moment, so they didn't think much of it, but between the cyborgs gathering and the fang's strange glow, Zichen has a bad feeling something was about to happen. On their way, there is a beautiful lady standing. She approaches them and asks if they are brother and sister. Qinghan informs her that they are childhood friends and are also best friends. She then asks them if they are going to the school and where their parents are. Zichen grabs Qinghan and tells her that they are getting late for school, and leaves from there. When they reach school, Zichen tells her not to answer to strange women just like that. They could be dangerous. After the school is over, Zichen takes Qinghan from another road, and she is scared because that alley is super quiet and feels kind of creepy. He informs her that the area is scheduled for demolition next week, and everyone has already moved out. That's why it is quiet. But the lady from the morning has also followed them there, and is calling her men to come and get the kids. Zichen didn't expect her to follow them. He deliberately took Qinghan from a different way home to avoid the path they took this morning, but the lady still followed them. She tells them to come with her and she has a lot of sweet in her home. The man behind her is not that patient. He gets ready to knock them out and drag them away, and sell them for cash. Zichen gets ready to use his power. He punches that man, send the man flying and crashing behind that lady. The lady is shocked to see an elementary kid sending a grown man flying. She didn't notice that elementary kid appearing in front of her like Flash, and ready to give her a punch. Zichen punches her face like a Chad. Zichen then picks a brick. He gets ready to finish them for good, eliminate any future trouble. He got no choice but to finish them off. If they tell anyone about what happened, his powers will be exposed, and his whole plan to lay low and get stronger will be ruined. Better finish them off than take that risk. Suddenly, there is an earthquake. The giant aberrant rat appears out of nowhere. First, the rat eats that lady, then grabs the other guy to eat him too. Qinghan is frozen in fear after seeing that monster. Zichen picks her up and informs her about that monster. He then dashes from there while carrying Qinghan. Then they notice another beautiful lady flying above them and approaching that monster. Seeing that, they stop and get ready to watch the fight of a monster and a cyborg. The strong, powerful lady, with her big melons, with her big hammer-like hand, gets ready to finish that monster. She releases rockets from her hand and blasts that monster away with her rockets. Didn't care about what happened to those kids standing there. Even after all those bombardments, the monster is still not dead yet. The cyborg lady then engages in close combat and finally manages to take it down. After that, it looks like Zichen and Qinghan managed to arrive home safely, and he is surprised to see that it took 7 minutes for that cyborg lady to kill that monster. The aberrant rats are pretty tough. A full-grown adult rat can be over 3 meters long, and their level can reach ordinary 5th tier. This means Zichen has to work even harder to survive in this dangerous world. So he increased his training intensity. Soon, he and Qinghan celebrated their 9th birthday. After making wishes, they exchanged their birthday gifts. Zichen has made her a wooden hairpin by himself in a single night. In the blink of an eye, they graduated from elementary school and started middle school. He achieved some achievements and also unlocked the elementary school top dog. Now only the middle school overlord remains. For unlocking the middle school overlord, he will get a reward of a biological attribute, the survival of the fittest. During the break, he also did some intense weight workout to improve his strength. He also successfully broke through to ordinary 3rd tier. His physical attributes also increased dramatically. A one-handed lift of 700 kilograms, a 4-meter vertical jump, and a 6-second 100-meter dash. One night there was another news of that Kyoto prodigy kid, who is now 14 years old, who fused with giant ant genes, and can now easily lift a 2,000 kilograms alloy with one hand. Zichen started to wonder if the giant ant gene can increase strength by at least 5 to 8 times, even at 4 times, the Kyoto prodigy. His true strength is only at 400 kilograms one-handed lift. Zichen is still stronger than him. Zichen wonders how much his strength will increase if he fuses with a monster gene. Anyways, the middle school has begun. Since Zichen was the city's top student in the elementary school, the principal of all the top schools in the city tried to recruit him, but he joined the Shanghai Middle School, on the condition that Shen Qinghan could be in the same class as him. During the new student transfer registration, the principal and the home teacher came to welcome him, telling him that they are counting on him to bring honor to the school. After leaving from there, they came to the badminton ground, ready to start their game, but the upperclassmen came and stopped them from playing. They started to make fun of them and were hitting on Qinghan. Zichen then taught them a lesson, making their boss almost lose his head with a swing of a badminton. They are shocked to see this power, this strength, and are confused whether Zichen is a gene fuser or a normal human. Anyways, they apologize to them and run away from there. Because of the word of the incident spread, no one ever bullied them again in middle school. His middle school life is going peacefully. He has already finished the entire middle school curriculum long ago. During class, he basically just reads whatever books he found interesting. At night, he also learned all new sorts of new skills online. Thanks to his celestial root of wisdom, he gradually dabbled in cooking, photography, driving, swimming, wilderness, survival, and various other athletic skills. He won trophy after trophy, represented the school in various national middle school competitions. He won gold, silver, bronze medals in math, physics, chemistry, and computer programming. He didn't take first place in everything to keep a low profile. He hasn't unlocked his titles, but because of his performances were so eye-catching, he gained a bunch of fangirls. He paid no attention to them and was always helping Qinghan with her studies, and focused his attention on the upcoming school sports festival. He only participates in 3 events: shot put, high jump, and sprinting. For shot put, he threw 201 meters. These 3 major events represent strength, jumping, and speed. Dominating in these 3 categories would mean total domination of athletic events. Although he held back to avoid being too ridiculous, it was still pretty easy to take first place for him. And then it happened. The title Middle School Overlord unlocked. He obtained the biological attribute, survival of the fittest. He felt a new power surging through his body. And now what will happen? The survival of the fittest skill changes to predator, and with this skill, his life essence is above all things, and he can devour the life essence of other creatures to promote his own evolution. But he is confused about this life essence thing. Then he notices something and asks Qinghan to give him her beast fang. When he touches that fang, the system notifies him that he has devoured a trace of the abyssal giant butterfly's life essence, but it's only 1%. When it reaches to 100%, he can evolve and gain some of the beast's traits or ability. He is shocked to know that this has opened his eyes. At night, he searches the internet for this butterfly, but finds nothing about it. He gets ready to study about it. He also has another fang with him. Bei Shui gave them a pair, one each. After devouring the life essence, he now has 2% of that beast's life essence. The next day, to boost his training, he started biking Ching-Han to and from school every day. And if they encounter a giant rat again, he'll be able to get Ching-Han to safety quickly. Someone stops them. A coach named Guo, from the school martial arts team, tells him to join the club because after seeing Zichen performing in the sports festival, he is sure that Zichen will also be able to do great in martial arts. He tells Zichen to join the team, but also he can learn about the team first before deciding. Just like a storm, the coach told him something, and also went from there, without giving Zichen any chance to say no. At home, Zichen killed some mosquitoes and cockroaches, but didn't trigger the predator's law skill. He realizes that it has to be a monster, so he picks up his phone and bike, also his girl, to check his theory, and goes to the supermarket that sells beast meat. They arrive at the supermarket, but the meat is all sealed, so he can't touch it directly to check his theory. Then he hears someone saying fresh cut beast meat. A butcher is cutting fresh beast meat. He quickly comes there to touch the beast meat. He reaches out his hand. When he touches it, it contains a strong surge of life essence. Seeing him so happy touching the meat, Ching-Han is scared. She wonders if it really feels that good to touch that beast meat than regular meat. He asks her to touch it too, but she is fine. Zichen gets ready to buy some. However, the beast meat is not cheap, but very expensive. Zichen gets ready to buy the Shadow Ghost squid. Ching-Han thinks that he should ask his mother before buying it because it's very expensive. Zichen informs her not to worry, and his mother told him to buy a little more so they can share with Ching-Han's family too. His mother told him that while wearing his beautiful apron, man, mommy is so good. He also wants to test another theory, that if he absorbs the life essence, will the meat lose its taste? He buys the squid for 2,994. It was already past 9, so they went straight home for safety. On his way, he couldn't help but test his theory. He touches the squid. The system notifies him that he has devoured a trace of the ghost shadow squid's life essence. It looks like the squid has given him even more power than any beast meat from before. He felt something dangerous this time, and he only absorbed 0.1% of the ghost squid. Devouring 1 or 2 tails of the shadow squid only unlocked 0.1% of the guidebook. So Zichen starts to calculate how much money he will need to reach 100%, and the total comes to 100,000. But it will be totally worth it because the squid has the ability to dissolve into water and vanish. If he gains that power, it will definitely be worth it. He starts to think about ways to make that much amount of money. Then he wonders if the meat is spoiled after he devoured its life essence. But the meat still looks fresh, so he gets ready to devour even more. Now the progress bar has reached 3%. He was so absorbed in devouring the life essence that he almost crashed into someone. Thanks to Ching-Han informing him, he avoided that accident. But then, Ching-Han notices something. Their teacher, one of their teachers named Cao Mei, is at the point of a knife by some thug. The police are doing everything to rescue her. They don't want to make any rash decisions that could harm the hostage. One officer suggests using sleeping gas, but the captain thinks that it's extremely dangerous because the gas will take time to kick in, and that could provoke the criminal into doing something extreme. After that, a stone comes flying and hits that thug's hand. The teacher falls on the ground. The officers charge at them. The lady officers help the teacher. The other 2 officers help the criminal. Ching-Han asks Zichen if he was the one who threw that rock. He shishas her and gets ready to talk about it with her later and quickly leaves from there. But the captain also notices that it was Zichen who threw that rock, and asks to confirm if it was him who threw that rock. Zichen tells him that it wasn't him and quickly leaves from there with his girl. The captain is confused about why he didn't admit to doing a good deed, and there's also a reward for this bravery. Hearing the word reward, Zichen stops, and quickly comes back to the captain and admits that he was the one who threw that rock. He didn't want to lie, but money is really important to him right now. And poor Ching-Han, she always has to keep up with his running. After that, Ching-Han and Zichen inform their parents that they are going to the police station to give their statements. They get ready to get into the car to receive the first income Zichen is about to be earned as the brave one, while assuming nothing will go wrong. Then something went wrong. The criminal started to change. He transforms into a monster, into that giant mutant rat. They are shocked to see that the criminal is a heretic. The rat targets the lady officer, pins her down. The captain orders everyone to open fire, but be careful at the same time because there are civilians there. They open fire, but their bullets are not doing any damage to that rat monster. They ask for backup to handle this rat monster. On the other hand, Zichen grabs the 2 ladies and runs away from there. Suddenly, someone flies over there. A lady cyborg has arrived there. She kicks the monster, sending it flying back. She then uses her laser cannon charging attack. A laser beam appears from her. I don't know from where. Her laser beam is so strong it burns the monster into ash. Zichen is shocked to see the power of that cyborg lady. At the same time, He is relieved that his bike is not damaged, or it would have been a huge loss for him. However, his meat, the beast meat, it's spoiled because of his devouring its essence. With this, his theory has been approved that if he devours the beast meat, it gets spoiled. Now he needs an excuse to explain why the meat went bad, so he blames the heretics, because the cyborg's attack was so powerful and the beast meat got spoiled. Ching-han tells him to look at the bright side and that they are safe and sound. After that, they get ready to go to the station to give their statement. But they are in the same car with the burned dead body of that rat monster heretic. Then something hit him. He wonders if there is still some life essence in that dead body, and if he can devour the corpse of that rat king Jean. Now he really wants to try it. He wants to test his theory, and wants to prove it. He gets ready to touch and devour the life essence of that rat king Jean, and is curious to find out just how much rat king Jean can be devoured from a freshly scorched heretic corpse. When he touches the corpse, the system notifies him that he has devoured a trace of the giant mutant rat's life essence. Giant Mutant Rat Guidebook 5%. He is surprised to see that the freshness is directly proportional to the amount of absorbable life essence. Next, in the police station, the captain starts to question Zichin about how a middle schooler like him managed to hit the heretic's knife hand so precisely with a rack in such poor lighting and from such a distance. He just informs the officer that he trains his right hand. The captain stays silent for some moment. Then Ching-han comes there, informing Zichin that his parents are there to take them home. Mother comes to him running, and I can see those melons swinging left to right when she is running. She hugs him and is scared half to death. He informs her that he got the bravery reward. She doesn't care about that, asks him to promise her that if he ever finds himself in a situation like this, just hide or run away. All she wants is to see him grow safe and sound. After that, they leave from there. While leaving from the station, he hears some officers talking about the rat god cult, who are infiltrating universities and targeting students who can't legally obtain gene fusion qualification. Inside the car, Zichin starts to search about this rat god cult, and there's everything about them on the internet, that their cult's main base is right there in Shanghai City. And most members are societal outcasts, and their activities have ramped up this year. After reading those articles, Zichin notices something, that the Rat King wants to evolve into a higher life form, and is forcing followers to gather tons of evolution materials. Then he notices a giant rat outside, bigger than a cat, and wonders if this is also related to the Rat King. He didn't think about it that much because they are in the south, and rats the size of cats aren't that unusual. Then he notices Ching-han, who is super quiet for a while now. Looks like she needs to go. Zichin remembers that whenever Ching-han gets nervous or startled, she can't hold it in, just like when she was a kid, and yeah, looks like she still wet herself. Well, she is 9 years old after all. Well, he didn't think about it that much, and the poor cat, it looks like it was defeated by that giant rat. Next, Mommy is shocked to find out that the meat is spoiled. Zichin informs her about what happened and how it was spoiled during the fight of the cyborg lady and that rat monster. Anyways, she is just happy that he is safe. He managed to fool his mother again. However, his father gets ready to go and find that meat. He is sure that it must not be that spoiled that they can't eat it. He somehow managed to stop his father from going there. Next, the captain is still thinking about Zichin. Then he notices something terrifying. A giant rat is sitting on the bookshelf, and it's a huge one. The captain is shocked to see where that huge rat came from. It jumps at the captain. Captain starts to shoot it. Next, Zichin is in the school, thinking about the fight between that cyborg lady and the rat man. Seeing how strong they were, he thinks that he is still too weak, and gets ready to quickly earn some money and unlock that ghost squid ability. But relying solely on scholarships from school competitions is way too slow for him. He wonders if he should become a top student influencer, live stream tutoring and sell study materials. But it's too flashy for him. He can't do that. He wants to lay low. Then he realizes something, that the world is full of gene fusion users and cyborgs. Martial skill trumps, academics, and martial arts tournament prizes are way higher than those of other subjects. He gets ready to do some action, and comes to the martial art training ground. The coach is super happy to see Zichin finally joining his team. Zichin asks him if he can earn some high prizes if he competes in the city martial arts tournaments. The coach informs him that the awards can be worth tens of thousands. He is happy to join the martial arts team. The coach then stops everyone and informs them that a new member is joining them, the champion of the sports festival. Everyone starts to introduce themselves. From the right, the guy with the slick back hair and crossed arms, his name Zhang Kai. The guy raising his hand with a band on his head, his name is Wang Tianxing. The guy rubbing his hair, his name is Li Shatong. People call him Little Li. And the shorty pants, his name is Han Yisuo. Zichin also introduces himself to them. After that, the coach showed him some basic moves. Coach informs him that even though it looks easy, but those moves are very tough. Even the fastest learner, Little Li, it took him a full week to master it. Zichin gets ready to do it. He remembers the moves of the coach. The heaven-sent martial insight gets activated. He starts to get strong after that. He starts to perform all the moves the coach showed him. Everyone is shocked to see that he learned it after just one look. The coach realizes that Zichin is once-in-a-million martial arts prodigy. Next, Mommy is calling Zichin to come down and eat his dinner. She has cooked something he's been dreaming about. The shadow ghost squid. It smells amazing. He starts to eat it. Mommy asks him how it is. He praises his mommy's cooking. She has bought a lot, so tells him to eat a lot. The system notifies him that he has devoured a trace of the ghost shadow squid's life essence, and it now has reached 3.01%. Now he is regretting for touching and ruining the squid from before, if he knew that he could get the life essence by just eating. Anyways, there is news about a 14-year-old prodigy girl. She successfully fused with an energy core, becoming the youngest cyborg in history. When activated, her energy system allows her to lift a 2,000 kilograms SUV with one hand, sprint 100 meters in just 3 seconds, and leap 8 meters vertically in place. Zichin wonders who is stronger between the Kyoto prodigy and today's genius girl. Then there is another news about the captain, who was tragically killed last night by a giant mutant rat at the police station. Zichin wonders if it's the giant rat from last night. It's eating people, so it could evolve into a mutant monster. Zichin gets ready to intensify his training and quickly get stronger. After a period of training, Zichin's 100-meter sprint time has reached 4.61 seconds. His vertical jump is now 5.5 meters, and he can even lift 1,000 kilograms with one hand. He also didn't slack on his martial arts training, boosted his strength, and is ready for the tournament. Next morning, he went to the martial arts gym to continue his training, and Qinghan is also tagging with him. A senior lady comes to him, greeting him good morning and offers him a fresh bottle of milk if he hasn't finished his breakfast. Well, obviously, he didn't drink a bottle of milk from some strange lady, but that lady's follower is mad at Zichin. He is also mad because Zichin stole his championship at the sports event, and now Zichin is rejecting his goddess. He confronts Zichin, and tells Zichin that Zichin should have accepted it and passed it to someone, like him. But Zichin directly hurt her feelings, but Zichin is sure that doing that will be even rude. He yells at Zichin that not drinking that milk is disrespectful and impolite. Zichin informs him that he is allergic to milk, but the guy doesn't believe it, so he challenged Zichin to a fight, and if he wins he wants Zichin to drink the whole bottle of milk. The system notifies Zichin, gives him another task to eliminate 1,000 opponents. Reward is survival of the fittest again. He's been waiting for this task for so long. He gets ready to fight that guy, and starts his fourth task. The news of the fight has spread all over the school, and girls are ready to go and watch Zichin's fight. In the gym, the boys are ready to fight, but all the girls are cheering for Zichin, which makes Zhang Kai mad because they are thinking that he will definitely lose. But nah, he is not going to lose today. He is going to beat the shit out of that junior before he matures. The coach starts their fight. As a senior, Zhang Kai gives Zichin 3 moves to make. Zichin also takes his offer, and charges at him, and with just one punch, he finishes Zhang Kai. Zhang Kai seems to have passed out. Coach is shocked to see that Zichin take out Zhang Kai with one punch. Seniors are also shocked to see that. Qinghan is happy that Zichin won the fight. Other girls are also happy that Zichin won the fight. Well, they already knew that. The system notifies him that he has defeated a rival and successfully won the affection of the opposite sex. He has obtained priority mating rights, and one win has added to his task. He gets ready to add more wins and asks his senior brothers if they want to spar with him, but none of them wants to fight with him. After seeing that fight, they quickly get ready to leave from there. But Zhang Kai wakes up and gets ready to go for the second round. He thinks that Zichin sneaked attacked him. Coach tells him to just accept his defeat. Coach also wonders if that was just pure luck or Zichin's actual strength. So he gets ready to let Zichin fight some of his senior brothers, like Xiao Lizi, who clearly wants to run away from there. But the coach told him to fight, so he gets ready to fight. After 10 minutes, Zichin beat almost all of his senior brothers, but none of the win counted in his task, so he noticed that sparring doesn't count. He has to actually defeat his opponent. Coach is super happy with the result of this sparring. He has found out Zichin's true strength. In the coming martial arts tournament, Zichin is going to be their school's ace. He is definitely sure that their high school will crush the other schools and win first place this time. Zichin wonders if defeating a bunch of opponents in the tournament will be counted in the task. Anyways, Zhang Kai accepts his defeats and is ready to do anything. He is even ready to accept if Zichin poops on his head. Hearing him saying that, everyone is like, "You, everyone run away from there," didn't let him finish and got the wrong idea. In this world, high schoolers either train in martial arts, or study academics. Of course, the martial arts class is the top choice in this world. So Qinghan also started to train with Zichin. After running 3,000 meters, they practiced martial arts techniques for another hour to improve their hand-to-hand combat skills. Then do sit-ups and push-ups to boost their strength and physical endurance. Zichen also helps Ching-Han to relieve her muscle tension with massage after every session. Zichen also didn't slack on his martial arts training. He is giving it everything to unlock the natural selection attribute as soon as possible, and after 1 month, the day of the tournament has finally arrived, and, thank you guys for watching.